Hey everybody, Rose Matter here. Welcome to my reaction and discussion for episode 19 of Frieren Beyond Journey's End. We finally made it to the magic city of, let me see if I can pronounce this correctly, Oisust. I looked up a video before I started this on how to pronounce the name. Apologize. All my German pronunciations are absolute garbage, I know. But we finally made it to Oisust, where the mage exams are taking place. And a friend of mine who has seen Frieren and who's watching my reacts did verify that yes, pretty much the rest of this season is going to be the mage exams, which I'm very excited for. I love a good like exam tournament arc kind of thing in an anime, so I'm all for that. Also, there was the introduction to a green-haired girl also on her way to take her mage exam. I can't remember what her name is, but she's going to be trouble because she killed a bunch of bandits, which I mean, fine, if they're threatening her, that's one thing. But also, apparently, she killed, I think, somebody. She took a mage exam before and she was like banned from it for a while or something to that effect because she killed someone during the mage exam, and it might have even been one of like the instructors. I apologize, I can't quite remember, but either way, she is no stranger to killing people. And we also had Kraft came back, the elf that they ran into like way back when they were trapped in the the snowstorm. They're not teaming up together, but there was like he appeared again, so I'm assuming that he is going to be reappearing at some point. It didn't seem like he was heading on his way there. But yeah, there was just that quick interaction. But yeah, I assume that at some point this green-haired girl is going to be maybe fighting Frieren or Fern or Fen, because I've also been mispronouncing her name the whole time. I saw Fern pronouncing it Fern, but it's Fern or something like that because it is German. I'm probably going to revert back to Fern, to be honest. But yeah, so Fern and Frieren are both going to be taking the exam, and the first test they have to do, they are put in teams of 3. Frieren is with 2 girls who know each other, and they're squabble all the time, they fight all the time, and Frieren is just basically like the mom having to, or not even so much a mom, she's more just like the tired older one just watching the 2 kids just fight. And they have to capture this bird who's very difficult to catch. So that's where we're at. It was a little bit slow going, but I imagine things are going to pick up in this episode. So that's kind of like laying things out of what happened last time. So we'll see. I assume that they will be able to accomplish their task. I believe that Fern or Fan was also in a group with the green-haired girl, so I wonder if we're going to shoot back at some point to like what's going on with them, and just to see like what's happening with this girl if she's causing trouble. But anyway, with that, so let's go ahead and watch episode 19, and I'll give you guys my thoughts afterwards. Okay, so this is just a repeat of, okay, yeah, so this is just, wait, we already had this happen, right? This just kind of a, all right, episode 19, well laid plans. They're cute together. As I mentioned before, it's like a true, it's, they seem like they're enemies, but it seems like they're true friends who can be comfortable with each other enough to get into fights with each other. Hey, there we go. We get a flashback to them. So Okay, perfect. This is what I wanted to see. I want to see, like, what is up with this girl? She's gonna get up to some nonsense. Ah, good point. Yes. It's like if you want to just make things easier for yourself. Look at her. She just wants to fight. She's almost like more excited about the fighting than she is about that, which, to be fair, I am too. I want to see a fight happen. So, yeah, you could just be kind of lazy and just wait for someone else to catch a bird and then just take it from them. I'm a little annoyed that they didn't show how Fern's group, how they actually caught the bird. Oh, but Freerun can suppress hers, right? So maybe that'll come in handy. Oh, I wonder if there's only a certain amount of these birds that, like, not every group will be able to actually catch one. That'd be interesting because then it's guaranteed that some people won't make it through. Freerun's like that person in a group project who does all the work and then everyone else just gets to take credit for it. That's a very specific spell. Good to have, I guess, in this case. Oh, it'd be an interesting thing too if it's a thing where, like, everybody either passes or fails in a group. Like, what if that green haired girl ends up wanting to fight other people and Fern doesn't agree with it? Like, what happens if she fights back against her? She'd get punished for that, right? So, like, if Freerun's able to conceal her mana, then she'd be the one who'd be able to get close enough to the bird, right? I'm assuming they're going to have to do some teamwork here to figure it out. There we go. This is where the three of them will be able to, like, use their skills and their strengths together to be able to figure out how to capture the bird. I love that too. I love, like, these things where you have to, like, work as a group, especially if they've never met before, and they got to be like, all right, let's figure out how to work together and accomplish our task. All right, I like this. Let's see what she's got figured out. So I wonder if she's gonna, like, use that intentionally to have the bird stay away, and then while the bird's distracted, maybe Frieren and one of the girls will go in and capture it. But yeah, all the more reason where I'm like, I want to see how Fern's group, how did they catch the bird? Oh, they're gonna be picking a fight with the other teams. Interesting. Okay, Friren's like, let's just steal one from another group. That's my plan. There we go. There's the cat face. Not this one, apparently. Can we at least have like a flashback to how they did it? I guess not. Oh, so it's like basically forcing all of the groups to have to like probably encounter each other at some point. So yeah, if they want to, they can just wait around and just steal a bird, I guess, if they want. Here we go. Here we go. I wanted some action. I'm getting my action. Nice. Hey, she's like, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Oh yeah, they showed that guy, I think, at the during the mage exam. I like how they make. Okay, let's see. Let's see the characters. I like what the character designs, like the dude with this guy, like he looks like such a douche. Right? Of course. Like you just look at him and be like, this guy is gonna be a problem, just like with the girl. I'm guessing that was that Free Runs group. Yep. Okay, freeze the water. I mean, they did say themselves that this would probably they'd have to get into a fight with the other members. Or like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what their plan is here, but I'm curious to see what it is. Yes, because that's what they said. Be like, they'll stay away. The birds will stay away. Yeah, I want to know too. I love how unbothered she is about it. She's just taking her time. Okay, yeah, so it's all right. So this old guy, he's someone to keep an eye on. He seems very, very wise. I like him. He's like, let's not waste our energy and time. Let's just, kind of stand back, observe, figure out what's going on. So, was it to drive the birds to smaller areas of water since the birds can't go to the lake now? And it kind of, I guess, reduces the places that they could go. Oh, shit. Oh, monsters. Okay. I mean, that's still rough, but damn, it's like this show is so delightful a lot of the times, and then you see that happen, you're like, oh shit, yeah, that's right. It's a pretty dangerous world. I'd want this guy on my team. That's probably the case. Yeah, like if you could take it, be able to be taken out by like some monsters like that, then you don't stand any chance of taking on the Demon King. Yeah, that's another thing that, like I was saying with Fern's group. At least the one girl's causing issues, but like I wonder if you kill a member of your own party, if they're just getting a little bit too out of control, or you see them as like bringing you down, do you get punished for that, or do all the members of your group have to survive to pass, or like how does that work? I assume not. Like as long as you accomplish your task, you can pass to the next step, even if you're not all together. I don't think they specified that. So that's keeping the birds away. So the birds won't come here either. Are they gonna like starve the birds out so they just die? They can't get water? Do the birds have to be alive? I assume so. I don't think that's the plan. Hello, he's just like, I'm not wasting my time if I don't have to. So it truly is just about like, yeah, only having very specific areas where the birds can come for water, because eventually they'll be desperate. And even if they sense danger, they're going to take a risk rather than, dying of thirst. Be funny she just accidentally fell asleep and just missed the bird completely. I think just doesn't care, maybe because she's suppressing her mana. Because those things are like agitated by uh mana, I think. Those are the things before that were that attacked those other mages. Oh shit. Okay. Well, that was, I wouldn't say easy. It required a lot of effort, a lot of time and patience, but nah, they're gonna get attacked right now, aren't they? Yep. That's just creepy the way they just Yep, alright. Right as it's about to start to pick up, the episode's gonna be done, isn't it? Oh damn. I love that. Just be like, that's old fashioned. Like, yeah, they're old, but they're pretty much perfect. And she can do them super fast as well. I'm intrigued by this guy. I don't know. I feel like these two they kind of match each other's energy really well. I had a feeling like this is the guy to keep an eye out for. He's very flashy. So, Widabel? All right. Okay. Well, just as I thought, just as it's starting to pick up, the episode's done. I've always killed everyone I had to. All right. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So, hmm. With that, I mean, I imagine it's going to be a pretty action-packed episode next time because not only do we have Frieren's group fighting, uh, I don't know any of their names, but like the old guy and the other two, but we've also got Fern is and her group is fighting that great. God, there's so many. It's funny how I was saying, like, towards the beginning of like, oh, there's so few characters. Really, it's other than some minor characters, it's mostly just focused on our party members, whether in the past or in the present. With occasionally you get a character who actually has a name and has some significant like purpose to the story. And now all of a sudden we went from basically dealing with three characters to all of these mages, and there's no way I'm going to be able to remember any of their names. But Weird Belt, I think that's something to do with the white hair. He intrigues me, not just because he's like a little attractive, not gonna lie. I just feel like him and that green hair girl, they, like I said, they match each other's energy very well. And the two of them, if they had been in a like team together, be interesting to see. But yeah, so we've got two groups of teams fighting each other. So we'll see. Are there actually going to be any deaths in this one? Or in the next episode, I should say. Because those two, God, I wish I could remember her name. I'm just going to call her, I'll call her Green for now. But her and Weird Bill, I imagine that's like they're going to make it through to the next. I don't know. They just have the look to them that they look like they're going to be pretty significant characters. They have a very unique design and they stand out. So and like, I don't know, they have strong personalities. So I would be shocked if one of them died. But I have been surprised by this show before, where I think a character of some significance, like Sign, for example, I thought he was going to be around longer, and then he just left kind of unceremoniously. So who knows? Maybe one of them is going to die during the fight, but it would be interesting to see like someone actually die to another mage. At first, I thought that, like, yeah, the green girl, when they said that she had killed someone, it seemed like that was a big deal, and that's why she hadn't done the mage exams in a while. I think it was the fact that she killed one of the basically the test. Oh my gosh, not test takers. What am I thinking of? Like the teachers, or what do you call them when you're at school and there's like the exams? And you have the people who are kind of like overseeing them. Like those people, I imagine that's probably a little frowned upon. But it seems par for the course for this for you to kill other mages in order to complete your task, because yeah, you could just do the task that they ask you to do in a pretty, point A to point B, like capture this bird. Okay, we caught the bird, but you can circumnavigate that if you want, and then just kill the other party members of another team, take the bird instead, and it might be easier for you. So it doesn't seem like that is anything that's too rare to happen. But yeah, I'm really excited for the next episode because of that. Like, I did like the formation of the plan. I like to see the plan come together that Frieren and the other two girls had. But yeah, I really like to see the actual face off between the groups, like to have a little bit more action, to see that magic being used offensively. I love that. I guess I'm just I love a good fight. I guess I'm just an action girly at heart. So we'll see more of that in the next episode, I assume. I really like this one. The last episode, like, you had the introductions of the characters and it was a little slow. This one, it felt like it made up for that a little bit, and I feel like the next episode's going to be even better for that. So I'm excited. So that's going to be my thoughts today for episode 19. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next week for episode 20. Until then. Special shoutouts to my top tier patrons: Revealing Storm, Emily Hornsby, Lynn's VA, Kenju Storm, and Icognito.